Coach. Another tough night. What's your take on the game?
They played well. They came out aggressive, ready to go, and obviously the first couple innings it was a good matchup, and the game got away from us pretty quick. An unfortunate error with 2 outs, and they capitalized. We did a good job of getting ahead of hitters, and we just couldn't finish, and ball fell in here and there with some kind of miscommunication, and again, they've got a little bit more experience, and we're still kind of figuring some things out, and we've got a good group, and they are staying positive and understand there's a long season, and we'll back at it again tomorrow.
It's definitely a long season. Just getting started. The errors and the mishaps in the field, would you just attribute that to being early on? Maybe they hadn't had enough time to get good. Like, what is the deal there?
I think it's a little bit of everything, right? Not necessarily used to who's to your left and your right. I think a little bit of the game is a little bit quicker right now for them, 15 seconds versus the 20 seconds in between pitches, and figuring out their rhythm of communicating between pitches. But I think, everybody's a little bit faster, stronger, and they've just got to adjust a little bit. So I think it's a little bit of everything. And when you're down and you got to make these plays and the ball's coming at you a little bit harder, it's pro sports, right? Step up and be ready.
How much do you take away from this game knowing that such a fast transition going immediately from the end of the college season to the beginning of the professional season?
I think, if we talk about it, it's the same game, right? Try and keep it simple, play catch, 60 feet, turn left. But it is a quick transition. Megan flew in last night maybe, and now she's on the field, and she's got one great swing, and everybody in the crowd is going and then she's harder on herself because the other 2 at bats didn't finish the way she wanted. So it's all quick. And again, I say a long season in 10 weeks is going to fly by and be gone before we know it, but they're used to it. I think, they go through the travel ball season, and then some of these, women play USA, and they play a couple tournaments over the summer, and then they're back with their colleges and training, and some of them play in Japan, and we're going to have a couple more players with us in a couple weeks that just transition from a different league. So they're used to kind of bouncing around, and I think it's challenging, but it's doable.
May I ask about one player? Are you expecting Mia Davidson to come in from Japan?
Correct, and Carly Hoover, yes. Okay. Yeah.
What's your conversation kind of been like after night, like today with your pitchers, of just getting banked up, knowing that there were some opportunities to end innings earlier than they did? How do you balance between having stuff and knowing that it's not going to be complete games night after night, but also being able to bounce it back from some of those errors?
Yeah, I think, right, it's that conversation of trust your defense, right? They'll step up. We're all kind of getting used to it. It's they haven't thrown complete games, so everybody's still getting used to how long can we go, and that's part of us too as a coaching staff, of understanding how many pitches, how many innings, how many outs can they get before we need to start making some changes. But I think there were some pitches where they were challenging the zone, and that's where we kind of have to play around with it. I think some of the pitches could have gone either way, and their hitters did a good job of letting the game kind of come to them. So that's just going to be the conversation of, if you felt like we left you out there too long, we need to know what you can do and how you respond to adversity, what it's going to look like when it comes down to the wire. And some of it is, there might be times where we have a short hook. We have to figure out what the pitching staff looks like at this time. So it's a mix, and they've been great in how they respond, how they communicate with Coach H, and even in between innings, what they want to throw and what it looks like in their bullpens. The communication has been very good. So, I love this. They are the ultimate pros. They understand what they need and what they want to do. And right now they're getting used to the grind of it and the day to day. Thank you.
Other questions? Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.